Alright, so we have a KZ IEM for today. So it's been a while since I checked out the KZ IEM. And this is the AS16 Pro. And I remember a couple of years ago, the AS16, I kind of like it, especially for a KZ. But things have changed. It's 2022, and the IEM world is really a lot more competitive. And this is the Pro version. And actually, it's quite interesting because the price point here is around $50. So cheaper compared to the previous AS16, but of course 16 drivers and BA as well. So for this price point, this might be the only one that I can think of with that configuration. But has KZ upgraded their maybe tuning, updated their tuning for 2022? That's what we're gonna try to figure out. So actually before, in the previous AS16, if I remember correctly, it's more of a V shape. But the mids has a slight elevation, so it's kind of like a W shape, but still it's a V shape through and through. And of course for the AS16, before you're getting that usual KZ peaks on top, and having that BA configuration definitely is different sound to the ear. So I'm opening this up. This is going to be our unboxing experience. Actually nondescript box here overall, quite small. $50 gets you this, and look at that. They didn't update the packaging that much. They still stick with their packaging. Still very similar compared to before. So you're getting that usual KZ cables, which is a bummer to see. Of course, it has already been years, and they should have updated their overall packaging here, and you're actually getting that Starline tips. So it has been years since I have seen Starline tips from KZ. So you're still getting it here with the A16 Pro. And yeah, let's check out what you're getting in the loads itself. So of course this is 16 drivers, so it's definitely in the bigger side of things. And if you look at the design from the side, you're seeing that maybe gem style design. You do have that maybe metal trims at the other side, but if you look at the back, it's all plastic and build quality. Actually, the build quality reminds me of the AS10s, so the previous one. AS16s as well, but the AS16s, if I remember correctly, all the sides are metal. So this has some see-through thing going on in that maybe gem kind of look. It's a very typical KZ here, and also the shape as well. So you do have maybe slight fins here at the side, very much similar to what you got with the AS10s and also the AS16s as well. So they're just kind of refining the formula in terms of the design here, but definitely this is in the bigger side of things. And this is what it looks like on the ear. So very monitor fit to the ear here, very KZ. So actually the insertion is quite substantial to the ear, so it does isolate quite well here. Comfort not so good because it's a big IEM to the ear, and also the insertion is quite deeper to the ear, so you can definitely feel this for a long listening session. It has some fins as well, so you can definitely feel this on the ear. It's quite snug as well, so not the most comfortable. Kind of feels like a monitoring pair for me. And going towards stability, very stable actually, because it does go inside the ear, and you have that ear hooks, which makes this really stable to wear. So even if you're gonna move around for some monitoring, for some live monitoring, this will be really cool here. Right, so first we did some measurements on this, and this is really interesting. This is the first time that I've seen KZ tuned like this, because before in the AS16, as I mentioned, there's some maybe W type of shape, but the mids is still more recessed compared to the treble and the bass. But now if you see, the mids are around 1.5K. The mids, they forwarded it by a lot, and it's now more balanced compared to the treble and the bass, which is really interesting. So this is now a W shape to the ear. First time that I've seen this for a KZ. You're still getting that 12K, but not super elevated, balanced sounding. Really interesting here for $50. But of course, let's listen to some tunes, and of course we're gonna use the Cavalli Tube Hybrid with the Grace S DAC for our listen today. Let us start with some I Shot the Sheriff by Eric Clapton. Definitely a BA type of sound to the ear, quite clean in the presentation, tight, and has some speed as well, and a pretty balanced sound overall as well. So I can see the mids forward nature of the tuning here. Still definitely more in the lively side of things, more in the engaging side of things. Very KZ type of sound. So lively, still quite aggressive in the overall presentation for me. So if you have listened to some KZs, and if you're looking for some liveliness in the overall sound, you will still feel right at home with this. But yeah, the kicker here is the mids. So this might be the first time that I've heard of a KZ that has this mids positioning, that has this vocal positioning, and that's really surprising for me. Let us try some Chunky by Bruno Mars. And actually, compared to maybe the AS10s, I did find the AS10s to have some congestion more than what I'd like. But here, it's definitely better. Separation is better here overall compared to the AS10s. So going to the bass, you're getting that BA bass here. This is an old BA configuration. The bass is quite substantial for me in the mix. Reminds me a lot of the AS10s here. Quite big bass in the bottom actually. So this is not your small, maybe boring bass. This fun type of bass. But this is still very much controlled BA bass here overall. So still, you're not getting that impact of a dynamic driver, that deep sub bass. But the quickness, the tightness in the overall presentation is definitely there. And the slam of the bass, of course, being a BA bass, is a bit mellow for me. So it's not like a dynamic driver bass that the slam is deeper. It's more pronounced. It's a bit more percussive in the presentation. But yeah, the quantity of the bass is definitely there. Maybe a touch of mid bass bleed there. But definitely more in the aggressive side of things, more in the lively side of things. Definitely still a fun bass for me in the overall listen. But yeah, what's really surprising is the tightness of the bass, that speed of the bass. Let us try some September by Earth, Wind and Fire for some male vocals. Male vocals, the positioning is really nice here. And the presentation as well of the vocal is more in the bright side for me. So again, it's more lively to listen to, a bit more engaging to listen to. This is not your reference vocal for me in the mix. And in the presentation as well, it's in the cleaner side of things. So this is not going to be your lush vocal. But I like the revealing nature of the vocal. I like the bright nature of the vocal. The clarity of the vocal is definitely there. And really nice positioning as well in the mix. And having that BA presentation, you're getting that micro detail here, which is really nice. And surprisingly, especially for KZ, there's maybe a touch of hotness there, but not that much. And actually, compared to maybe your 10 driver systems, presentation here is a bit more smooth, maybe because of that multi-driver system. So it's not lacking in the note weight for me, so it's not super thin to listen to. It's still in the cleaner side, but again, not as thin as your other BA configurations. And again, it's not congested to listen to. It's not over the top compared to maybe the AS10s. Those can be congested to listen to. It's a bit more controlled here for sure. Female vocals, spot on as well. So for both male and female vocals, the positioning for me is really good. Vocals is up front in the mix. And again, yeah, touch of hotness there, but even for some female vocals, but not that much. For vocal positioning, this is my favorite vocal positioning in the KZ. This can definitely be used for some monitoring. So this is some kind of an all-out monitoring pair for me. So very much revealing for me in the mix. So if you're gonna use maybe some guitar monitoring, vocal monitoring, podcast monitoring, like for example here, I'm talking in front of the camera, I can use this for some monitoring because of that revealing nature in the sound. But yeah, for the vocals, it definitely has that maybe grit. The grittiness. This is not the most natural sounding for sure. So the accuracy definitely takes a hit for me in the AS16 Pros. That's one of the major cons for me. So let us try some top end, some treble. Let's try some Jumping In by Joe Satriani. Treble really extended on top. And surprisingly, you're getting that 10K but not that usual maybe 12K, big 12K rise, which is really surprising for me. So treble very much extended on top here. The guitars feels open to listen to, and lots of micro detail for me in the mix as well. So definitely the technicalities for me is there. The micro details definitely there. One of the major advantages of this. So for some guitars, then the micro details definitely ample for me in the mix. Quite substantial actually in the mix. So again, if you're gonna use some guitar monitoring, very nice here for me. If maybe there's just one con for me of the presentation on top, the cymbals has some thinness for me. There's still some splashiness for me in the cymbals. So that usual maybe KZ thinness for me on top, splashiness is still there. And because there's some maybe grittiness in the presentation, so not the most natural cymbals for me. I would have to say this is definitely better compared to some KZs that I've listened to. So in terms of technicalities, soundstage above average. So quite nicely sized here for me. Not the biggest again that I've heard in the price range, but quite nicely sized. Separation is actually really good for me here. So instruments quite black and white for me of a listen. So if you're gonna use this for some maybe stage monitoring, and you can listen to the instruments in your band quite easily here for me. Micro detail, quite great here for me. Multi-driver systems delivers on that micro detail, definitely nice there. Tonally, not good, so major weakness for me. Alright, so that's my lesson with the AS16 Pros. So this is quite surprising for me. So I didn't expect this for a KZ. First, different tuning. So And I kind of like the tuning here, especially for this price point. A bit more so, one of the best vocal positionings for a KZ that I've listened to so far. So W shape, first time that I've seen that for a KZ. You're getting that micro detail, very nice separation for me. The vocals, the positioning, one of the best that I've listened to for a KZ. You're getting that separation, not that overwhelming bass for me in the mix. You're getting that extended top end, not that elevated 12K, which is quite surprising for me, again, for a KZ. And of course, you're getting that price point at the $50 price point here, so quite surprising on that. So for me, not including the collaboration IMs of KZ, this might be the best KZ that I've listened to so far. Of course, in terms of cons, this is an all BA setup, so tonality not the best. Major weakness, you have some grittiness as well in the overall presentation here. So not the most accurate presentation here overall. IMs are quite big, so it's not that comfortable to listen to. And yeah, of course, there's the packaging. So for $50 up, usually the packaging is a bit better compared to this. But otherwise, for the $50 price point, I think the price on this is fair, especially if you do like balanced armatures, because some people don't really like it. The presentation, but if you are into BAs, this is definitely something that you can consider. So one of the best KZs that I've seen so far, and quite impressed on that. Is this a top 5 contender for the $50 range? Not so, because of the tonality for me. But again, if you're a KZ fan, you might actually be surprised with the overall listen here. So you'll still feel this is still a very much KZ type of sound. But this is a bit more mature, a bit more refined KZ compared to what they had before. So they updated the tuning there. So yeah, for KZ fans, yes. If you're looking for monitoring pair with nice vocal positioning, and the micro details there and the lively kind of listen, yes. But otherwise, if you're into accuracy, tonality, other IEMs would be better for the price point. Right, so that's my take with the KZ AS16 Pro. Quite surprised on this. So I wasn't expecting this, type of presentation for sure, and in this unboxing. So I was expecting maybe very similar to the AS16, the previous one. Have you listened to the KZ AS16 Pros? So it's been a while since I checked out the KZ in the channel. So, and what other KZs are quite popular right now in the community? Let me know also down in the comments below what I should check out. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt review. Goodbye.